Hello, and welcome to the AES Training Academy. In this video, we'll cover the basics of a wireless mesh radio network. AES IntelliNet is a wireless mesh radio network made up of subscriber units, each acting as a receiver, transmitter, and a repeater. Each protected premise outfitted with an AES subscriber is linked to the AES IntelliNet network by this subscriber unit. The network allows distant subscriber units to use one of many other subscribers to relay alarm messages to the network receiver hub, also known as IP links, and then onto the AES multi-net receiver. Signals follow the shortest, most reliable route of all the available path options at that moment. This ensures fast, reliable alarm communications. An alarm signal that is generated at the customer's premise will be transmitted from the subscriber through the mesh radio network. Subscriber units regularly assess the health of the mesh network and self-heal as conditions change. In this example, a subscriber unit has an alarm to transmit. The network is assessed, and it is found that one of the paths is not viable. Therefore, the second path is used for the transmission. The receiving subscriber then assesses its paths and transmits accordingly. This process continues until the alarm successfully reaches the IP link and then the multi-net receiver. This self-healing and intelligent routing is accomplished using an AES concept known as network connectivity, or NetCon, to assess available transmission paths. NetCon is a unique algorithm developed by AES as a measure of transmission paths within the network. NetCon calculations include evaluation of RF signal quality, link layer, which is the subscriber's position relative to available IP links, and adjacent paths to derive the NetCon value. There are three possible NetCon values that can be achieved by a subscriber unit. Those values are NetCon 7, indicating one weak transmission path or no available transmission paths. NetCon 6, indicating at least one viable transmission path. And NetCon 5, where at least two viable transmission paths are available. Regardless of the NetCon value, you can view the viable transmission paths in the subscriber's routing table using a handheld programmer. Next, we'll use the graphic to expand on NetCon and link layer a bit more. In the image, you can see that the IP link is a link layer of 0. This will always be the link layer value for an IP link. Subscriber unit A has a link layer of 1 because it's one hop away from the IP link. Subscriber unit C is a link layer of 2 because it's 2 hops away from an IP link. This logic will continue down the chain. Focusing on subscriber C, you will note it has a NetCon of 6. This is because it has one forward route to an IP link. This assumes that subscriber C cannot communicate with other subscribers, such as subscriber D. The question may be raised, why can't the path to subscriber unit E from subscriber unit C be considered a second path? This is because the AES algorithm only allows subscribers to communicate with other subscribers that are at the same link layer or lower than its own rating. Note that subscriber E is a link layer of 3. This is greater than subscriber C's link layer of 2. Therefore, it will not communicate to it. Subscriber unit G has a NetCon level of 5 because it has 2 communication paths, one via subscriber unit E and another through subscriber unit F. The link layer of subscriber G would be a 4. It requires 4 hops to reach the IP link. The routing table is a record of viable transmission paths a subscriber has available to it. A routing table may contain up to a maximum of 8 viable transmission paths. These paths, or routes, are what a subscriber unit will use when transmitting a signal to the supervising station. The routing table is dynamic. As conditions change, such as RF signal quality, the table is modified and other paths are entered into the list. The best path is always listed first. A good path consists of the following elements. The repeating subscriber is at the same link layer or lower than the reporting subscriber. The repeating subscriber has a netcon value of 5 or 6. The signal quality is 2 or 3. The following is a sample of a routing table. The routing table is always read from the bottom to the top. The table is decoded as follows. The number 1 indicates that this is the first route. Route 1 is always the best possible path. Next, AA11 is the account ID of the first unit in the pathway of the reporting subscriber. In this case, it's an IP link. L:00 is the indicator of the link layer for the repeating unit that the reporting subscriber is communicating to. The link layer of 0 indicates that the reporting subscriber is transmitting directly to an IP link. You'll recall that IP links always have a link layer of 0. N:0 indicates the netcon value of the repeating unit that the reporting subscriber is transmitting to. In this case, it's also an IP link because IP links always have a netcon of 0. Finally, Q:03. This is an indicator of the signal quality. This path has good signal quality. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to check us out on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Vimeo, and YouTube.